here at freeguitarlessonsonline.com, and this is a lesson on how to tune your guitar by ear. There are many ways to do that. I'm going to teach a basic method today, but one of the first skills that you need before you even need to worry about how to tune your guitar is to be able to hear what you're actually tuning it to. It's the biggest mistake I've seen students of mine make over the years is not listening to what they're actually playing in order to tune themselves to. And in order to train your ear to develop your ability to be able to hear what you're tuning to, even if you're using an online tuner, by the way, they're very helpful, but you still need to be able to hear what you're tuning your guitar to. And a great exercise for this is to play a pitch on your guitar, such as this one. Any pitch will do. I'm just playing this one because I know it's an easy note for my voice to hit in terms of lowness and highness. Ah, 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 yo. Yo. It's January in Toronto here. Ah, ah. There's another pitch. So can you hear how my voice is matching the pitch of my guitar? It's a different sound. It's my voice. There's the sound of the guitar. That's called timbre. But that's another lesson. You don't have to be a great singer. Just if you can hit these pitches that are, you know, somewhere in the range of your voice, not like super high or super low, then you're good to go. You're well on your way. If not, don't fret. Don't worry. There's lots of resources, great resources on ear training. I would highly recommend some kind of basic ear training just to get going and to be able to open up and tap into your ability to hear these pitches. My personal recommendation, well, you can see on my website there's a great article I've written called Basic Ear Training if you want some more information, and that'll really help you to be able to hear what you're tuning to. Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual method, the very basic method. There are other methods, as I said, but this is the basic one, and I'll meet you on the next frame, okay? Woo! That sounds out of tune, doesn't it? Okay, well, I've deliberately put a couple strings out of tune, and just to get you started, this one is in A440. I'll do it one more time. Okay, now the method people learn in the beginning is to press the 5th fret right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press it down. Because this one's in tune, you want to be tuning this string, which is string 6, to string 5. Okay? Because string 5 is already in. You've already made that to A440, whether with a pitch pipe or a tuning fork or your keyboard. Okay, so what you do is you match them. You can hear they pretty much match. They have a slightly different timbre because this string's thicker and I'm fretting it. This one's open. But it's pretty close. Alright, so then what you do is you move on to the next pair of strings. But this time, again, string 5's in, so you want to bring string 4 to string 5. La, la, sounds pretty good. You don't have to sing, but at least in your mind, really pay attention to the sound that you're listening to. Another thing to do is to play the 2. And as it fades, the sound fades, you can hear it's fairly smooth. The audio on this video is not the greatest quality, I know, I apologize for that. But for now, it's going to have to do. You'll be able to figure that out on your own. You can listen as the sound fades if it's smooth. Okay, then we go on. So now this one is now in tune to that one, so now we can go into this pair of strings, string 4 and string 3. And they sound like they match. So then we're on to the next pair of strings, string 3 and string 2. This is the one case where we're not at the 5th fret. We go to the 4th fret and we match the 2. Okay, now you can hear that's sour. Another tip I give to people is, does it sound like it would be kind of a creepy part of a movie, the sound? Yes. Very sour. You can also hear the wobbling. So the next thing to do is to make sure that you know which peg you actually need to turn. If you can, reach over like this and you can turn it while it's still ringing, and you can hear it. But if you can't do that, it takes a little bit of practice. You'll probably need, I'll show you on the next pair of strings what to do, because it's also out of tune. Let's make it a little more out of tune. There. Okay, so what you can do is just use this same hand to get the peg again, make sure it's the right one, and actually let go. And you can kind of remember the pitch. You know you're pretty close. It's not perfect. This method gets you close. Not perfect. You'll never be perfect because it's what's called tempered tuning. Again, I've written about that. I think I've written about that in my basic ear training article. But you get it as close as you can, and then you check with a chord that's 6 strings, like an E major chord. Doesn't sound great. And you might want to tweak it a bit to that chord. I could go on a little bit tweaking here, but the video is going. So one other tip is to make sure, don't assume that all your strings are out of tune. That's another mistake I see students make. Really listen. It may only be 1 string out or 2 strings. Okay? And that's about it. Good luck with that. Thanks so much for tuning in for how to tune a guitar by ear. You can get the more detailed written information on this lesson at freeguitarlessonsonline.com, and hopefully this has inspired you to keep dusting off your guitar. My name's Dave. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.